Thomas Edison was an inventor, an American inventor, and really famous guy, responsible for lots of the advancements that were to come and that we enjoy today. And I was reading this article the other day that I thought you might find interesting. Did you know that Thomas Edison required job applicants to eat a bowl of soup in front of him? So you go and you apply for a job with Thomas Edison, and Thomas Edison says, well, let's go out, have a meal together, and talk about it a little bit. And while you're there, he orders you a bowl of soup. Why you reckon he did that? This article, written by Andrew Martin from December 29th, 2021, says this, that Thomas Edison had a unique requirement he had for prospective new employees, that they eat a bowl of soup in front of him before they'd be considered for a job. During his lifetime, 1847 to 1931, Edison obtained a jaw-dropping 1,093 patents. That's got to be some kind of record. Among his innovations were early versions of light bulbs, although he did not invent the light bulb, the phonograph, movie cameras, and alkaline storage batteries. However, he couldn't do it all by himself. He had to have a large and talented staff through the years in his research labs. And he had to make sure he was getting the right people. So Edison liked to be personally involved in choosing his staff. Does that surprise you? Seems to me like most people who are successful are very hands-on. So when new positions opened up for research jobs at his labs, he was there to give the candidates a thorough vetting. And he came to find a favorite method for finding the right people by offering them a bowl of soup and then watching them eat it. You curious about where this is going? What was the reason for the soup test? Can you imagine? It was this. He wanted to see if the applicants added salt and pepper before tasting what was in their bowl, or if they waited until they tasted it before adding salt or pepper. And if somebody were to sit down and to season their soup before they had tasted it, he would reject them as potential employees. And the reason for this is that he didn't want employees who relied on assumptions. Isn't that kind of brilliant? In his opinion, those who were content to abide by preconceived notions had no place in his business because the absence of curiosity and willingness to ask questions were necessary to innovation. This article goes on to say that for Edison, the best employees were those whose second nature it was to be consistent with how they approached life. If they showed impatience or a rush to judgment in eating, imagine the damage they could potentially cause with the many projects they would be entrusted to develop and bring to fruition. Reminds me of a Brazilian girlfriend I had. We were out to supper one time, and I had ordered a drink that I had never had before. And it came, and it's like nothing I'd ever had before. It was really interesting. And I thought that, wow, she would really like this. So I said, here, taste this. This is really good. She says, nah, I don't want to. I don't like those types of drinks. And I said, well, have you ever had this drink? No, I never had that drink. Well, so go ahead and give it a try. Taste it. It's really good. Nope, won't do it. And we actually got into an argument about that, about her unwillingness, stubbornness even, to even try something. Like her mind was already made up. She thought she knew exactly what that experience was going to be, and she had never had that experience. And she was just dead set on that certainty. So, needless to say, it didn't work out with us. But she was a hottie, I'll tell you that.